All right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I have a special analysis. I'm going to do the cost per Bitcoin by Bitcoin miner. I'll talk a little bit more about what specifically that means, but this is one of the questions I get the most by far on the channel. And so, as you guys know, we talk about Bitcoin, or if you're new to the channel, we talk about Bitcoin all the time on this channel. Bitcoin, the Bitcoin miners. So if that's content you're interested in, please remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Also, if everybody could smash the like button, I would appreciate it a lot. It helps out the channel. Lastly, you can now join the channel and become a member. So all you have to do is hit the join button. And for members, we do a weekly live stream that's members only. And we also do some extra content that's members only. So if you want to support the channel, you can hit the join button. Okay, so let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's go through these costs. So I'm going to talk just for a minute about the process that I went through, and then I'm going to get right to the chart. So essentially what I've done is I've gone to the financial statements and I've found their direct cost of sales for the quarter, and I've backed out depreciation. So essentially that should leave mostly energy. Now I know there's other fees on top of that. This is definitely the main question that I get asked. And obviously, it's a very important question. We want to know, are these companies making any money? Because remember, that's just their direct cost, and then they have to pay all their overhead costs. So you want to see companies actually still making money on Bitcoin, on every single Bitcoin that they sell at this cost, so that they can pay their overhead as well. This is all about liquidity, right? We're in this part of the cycle. We're at or near a bottom here, and some say we're going to go lower, and we'll see what happens. But in any event, we're massively pulled back off of the highs, whereas the worldwide hash rate has not massively pulled back. It's roughly the same as it was, if not higher than it was, when Bitcoin was at its all-time high at 69,000. We do have one Bitcoin miner that tries to provide this on a monthly basis, and I'm going to show you that information, but there's an awful lot of discrepancies. So what I tried to do is rely on the information that's in the actual financial statements, the 10Qs or 10Ks that are filed with the SEC. So that's where the vast majority of this information comes from. Okay, let's get to the list. All right, direct cost per Bitcoin by company, excluding depreciation. So this is their cash costs. This is simply put, this is the direct cost from the financial statements divided by the number of Bitcoin that they mined in the quarter. So that will give you the direct cost per Bitcoin. This group was almost split a little bit into two, and then there's some outliers I'll talk about that I think are one-offs that are going to change. CleanSpark is number one right now on this list. They came in at $10,727 of cost per Bitcoin, excluding depreciation. That's still a very, very healthy gross profit, even with Bitcoin at really its 2-year lows, and it's really pushing and testing its lows. Core Scientific at 10,868, so they're virtually in the same place. And remember, they mine over 1,000 Bitcoin a month. So they mine more than double the next closest company. So they are generating a lot of gross profit, a lot of cash. Now, they have the biggest overhead. They have a lot of debt, so they have to service their principal and interest on their debt. So they need the money, but you can see their cost is low. Okay, next is Bitfarms at 11,264, so also very good. And Argo Blockchain at just a few dollars more than that at 11,316. So they're among the leaders. You can see CleanSpark, Core Scientific, Bitfarms, Argo Blockchain. These are all, in the low 11,000s or high 10,000s. These are very, very good numbers. With the difficulty level being what it's at, and with energy costs spiking the way they are, these four companies are still in the neighborhood of a 50% gross profit margin, even with Bitcoin at these, somewhat historic lows here. Then it bumps up just a little bit. We've got Hive at about 12,800 and Riot at about 12,900. So those are also very good numbers. Again, remember, that's like a 40 or 45% gross profit margin with where Bitcoin is trading at right now. So I would say all of these companies from here over are in very good shape as far as generating cash on a monthly basis. Okay, then we jump up to Iris Energy. I want to talk about them in specific for a minute. There's some conflicting information here, and this quarter seems to be a bit of an anomaly for them. If you go to the financial information that they provide, you'll see when you do the math, it's actually $16,248 for the fourth quarter. Now, it was much less than that in the third quarter, and if I calculate it for the full 12 months, that number drops down to like 11 or 12,000. So I'm not sure what else is in their financial information there in the fourth quarter. Okay, then we've got Bit Digital coming in a little over 18,000, and then we've got Gree coming in at about 18,700. We've got Hut coming in at around 19,000. Marathon's coming in at around 23,500. However, this is another one that I would absolutely discount and maybe not pay so much attention to this quarter. They had a very strange quarter. Their production was way down, like drastically down. They changed their entire operations. They closed one, they're opening another, and they ran into a lot of bumps in the road. So I expect that this is an anomaly. They were actually among the leaders in cost. They were down near 10 or 11,000 last quarter. Now, they've moved every single machine away from that facility, so we're going to see next quarter will be very telling. They'll have all the machines running at the new facility at whatever that new price is, so I'll be looking in specific, let's see what happens to Iris Energy and Marathon in the next quarter. So we're gonna have to wait a couple of months for that, but those are the two things I'm keeping my eye on. So excluding Iris Energy, because we're gonna see what happens there. BitDigital, GREE, and HUT, in my opinion, these costs are a little bit high. They need to come down. Yes, Bitcoin is still above this number. So this is another one I want to keep my eye on and see next quarter, what does HUT's look like? Because this did creep up a little bit on HUT. Okay, so I'm going to do the quarter over quarter comparison. So this is the quarter in red. You're going to see the quarter ended March 31st, last quarter, versus in blue, this quarter ended June 30th. So this is in the same exact order. CleanSpark, you'll see they actually reduced their costs. They were at about 13,500. They got down under 11,000. So they were in a good place, and now they're in an even better place. Core Scientific did go up a little bit. They were at about 9,100 and now they're at 10,800. So that is an increase. However, you're going to see that for both of these quarters, they're among the leaders. So, these top four here seem to be consistently leading the pack. So Bitfarms at number 3, that was right there in the top 3 last quarter as well. Argo Blockchain, same thing. So Hive, this is the one where I mentioned last quarter was a big anomaly. So they were not paying this type of money per Bitcoin in the past. I don't know what happened last quarter. They did say they mentioned that their energy costs spiked. I don't know what the reason is. It looks like that it came way down this quarter. The quarter ended June 30th. So this 21,000 came back down to 12,800, which is much healthier. Riot brought their costs down a little bit. So for Riot, they're also about to gear up and they're going to be mining an awful lot of Bitcoin. Not as much as Core Scientific, but they should get back into the 500, 600, 700 Bitcoin a month. So, if they can make $7,000 to $10,000 a Bitcoin, even at these low numbers, obviously that is going to pay the bills for them and then some. So here we have Iris Energy. You'll see last quarter they were 9,800. So we have BitDigital that has to do some work. They did bring their number down a little bit over month, and it's down to 18,200. That's still too high in my opinion. So again, none of this is financial advice. I'm just providing you all of this information. So I'm giving you my opinions. I think 18,000, you'll see it's among the higher, and I think that's a little too high. These companies need to be in this $10,000, $11,000, $12,000 range really over the long term if they want to rise to the top of the pack, because this is a very competitive industry. There's over 20 publicly traded Bitcoin mining companies. They're all going to be vying for shareholders and for capital, for equity and debt and all that stuff. So these top performers are putting themselves at an advantage, obviously. So same thing, GREE and HUT, I think they need to work on. There's both GREE and HUT seem to have an increase quarter over quarter. So let's pay attention next quarter and see if that pulls back down for them, right? They were both more around $15,000 last quarter, and now they're at 18,700 and 19,000. So again, a little bit on the high side. And then Marathon, like I said, the quarter before that, they were at $10,000. They were among the leaders. That spiraled out of control. There was a series of extenuating circumstances here, and I don't think this $23,000 number is very meaningful. So we're going to have to look and see next quarter what that is. CleanSpark, Core Scientific, Bitfarms, and Argo Blockchain do seem to be separating themselves for the time being. They are the most cost-effective Bitcoin miners based on the financial information provided. I'm going to leave you on the list this quarter, and you can really see, here's these 4 I talked about that are pulling away a little bit. So this is a crucial number. This is something everybody's been asking for, so I want to try and make sure and get that out this weekend. So I hope this is helpful to you guys. And if you see anything or have any questions, leave comments below if you have any thoughts or additional input as to what's going on with these numbers. So thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.